Hello, everybody. It's Matt Mandel, and my MO is removing waste, driving efficiency, and optimizing time. I've been a mentor of many startups, and as a result of the years, almost a decade of doing this, I've essentially built my issue surfacing founder questionnaire. The goal is to essentially avoid problems and, quite honestly, have problems come up earlier. So what I've built is a Mad Libs style form. So my name is, you put your name in here, and I'm looking to serve. So a specific customer, who are you looking to serve? Okay. And in the location of this area. So I'm looking to serve medical offices in the Northeast United States, or dermatologists in northern New Jersey. So again, get as specific as possible, because the more specific and deeper you go earlier, the easier it is. And location, again, if you can start small and then grow larger, that has a fair amount of value. Just defining that will give you a lot better idea as to what you're looking for. Okay. Right now, my customer is current state, and then we will create a transformation to the end state by then what you provide. So current state is essentially, if I'm hungry, my current state is hungry, we will create a transformation to full by providing food, by providing sustenance, and it could be anything from, we are a pizza parlor, we essentially provide nutrient-rich snacks or nutrient-rich pods or whatever it is. But again, it's what is it now? What is the change that you look to accomplish? And then essentially, how are you going to accomplish that change? Okay. So that again is are you actually solving a real problem? Then moving on to the next section, currently my time is worth X dollars an hour. I'm willing and able to take a pay cut of X dollars for this amount of time, or X dollars per something for this amount of time. So for example, if you make $100,000 a year, let's go with a kind of medium to higher number. Your time is, take the beginning, or 100 divided by 2. It's about $50 an hour. Similarly, you can go backwards and essentially have something that essentially is $15, and times 2, it's about $30,000 a year. Okay, so take what you're making right now from all the money that comes in a year, and then figure out what your hourly rate is. And then you're willing to take a pay cut, because quite honestly, usually there's a pay cut that is taken when you start an entrepreneurial endeavor. Whether you like it or not, it is almost always true. So I'm willing to take, I'm currently making, in this example, I just picked $100,000 as a random number. I'm willing to take a pay cut to $10,000 per year, or per month, or per week, or per something. For how long? The goal is to set a stopgap, so you know when you want to stop, and if you can stop, so you don't end up burning through all your savings, because it's very, very easy. And I've seen 1,000 times before that people will not stop because of incremental commitment, because you feel like, okay, I'm just one step away. I'm just one more, just one more, just one more, similar to a child looking to get one more piece of candy. Then I'm going to test my market by taking action. So that could be, I'm going to build a landing page. I'm going to buy advertising. I'm going to do whatever it is that you're going to do to take an action and test it. And then I'm going to do it by when. So before a date. A lot of people, myself included, sometimes end up getting in this, I'm not ready yet, I'm not ready yet, I'm not ready yet. But if you say, I'm going to talk to 10 buildings or 10 property managers before the end of the week, which is very, very doable, then you can actually test your idea and see if there's something out there, because usually ideas will not survive the light of day and interactions with a customer. So the other thing is, I'm adding accountability by saying I will report my results to, and then add a person's name within 2 days. Could be your mother, could be someone you trust, could be a friend, could be someone who you work with, could be anything. The key thing is, tell someone you're going to do it and hold yourself accountable to them. And then if I don't see these results, I will take an action. So if I don't see the results of, 5 out of 10 people say they love it, 3 to 10 people say they're going to sign up. Six people end up giving me a credit card on the spot. Figure out the actions and figure out what you want to get out of it and what the results are that are going to get you closer to the end state that you're looking to accomplish. Then I will. So it could be that if I don't have 6 people of the 10 buildings sign up, I'm going to adjust the idea. I'm going to ask more people. I'm going to tweak the idea. I'm going to throw the idea away and stop. All of those are valid. And again, the key thing is you're going to test it by taking an action, by a time, telling someone so you're accountable and responsible, and expecting certain results. Then you also commit that you're going to take an action if you don't see those results. Okay. Now we're going into customer economics. So I expect each customer to pay me X dollars per certain amount of time, and the lifetime value of each customer should be this amount of dollars. The company profit from each customer should be. So I expect each customer to pay me, let's pick a flower shop as we're jumping around here. So I expect each customer to pay me $50 every week because we want to have new flowers in our office every week. The lifetime value of a customer should be $50 times, let's say, 50 weeks, a hair under a year. And that would be, so lifetime value would be $2,500 because I'm taking 50 weeks times $50. And the company profit from each customer should be, I don't know, let's assume half, and let's assume $1,250 in this example. So this way you understand what the customer lifetime value is, and that essentially goes into what you can afford to pay for a customer. Because if I know I'm going to make $1,250, maybe for the first year, I'm going to say, you know what, I really want to see if the idea is going to work, and I don't care about taking profit, but I don't want to go above $1,250 per new customer because I don't want it to be something where I'm going into the red for a long period of time. Okay. Then our organization will be sales or operations focused. You have to pick one, not both. And we will sell by what's the customer acquisition method. And it could be through advertising, could be through content creation, could be through affiliate networks, could be through word of mouth, could be through referral networks, generally, could be going to trade shows, could be going and hitting the street, cold calling. There are an almost infinite number of ways to go out there and get your customers, but figure out what you're going to try and figure out where you believe it's going to come from. Because if you don't focus on that, you likely won't end up getting things built. Sales can solve and hide a large number of problems. Okay. Now we're looking at actual numbers of customers. So to get this many customers, I need to reach out to this many people each, then a time period. Our expected cost to acquire each customer will be an estimate. So for example, to get 100 customers, I need to reach out to, let's assume a 10% conversion rate. So I need to get 100 divided by 0.1, which would be 1,000 people each period. So let's say each month. So to get the 100 customers at a 10% conversion, I need to reach out to 1,000 people each month. And then by doing that, that ends up allowing me to figure out, am I ahead of my goal? Am I behind my goal? How am I doing to reach where we're trying to reach? The expected cost to acquire a customer, let's say the expected cost will be $50, or essentially $200. Let's assume that we don't want to go more than a month or 4 orders into the red to acquire a customer. Then if we don't have, then this is a client's revenue or impact. So essentially it could be if I don't have 20 clients, or essentially, by this date, but let's say 3 months from now, or it could be clients and revenue, or it could be whatever it is that you want to figure out. If, for example, you're in a nonprofit, it could be that you're looking for impact, could be that you're looking for people to, adopt a new form or adopt a new approach to saving water. That could be the impact, which doesn't have a revenue or an actual number of clients per se goal. But again, what you're doing is you're committing that you want to figure out how many clients, revenue, and impact by a certain date and time, and then the action you're going to take. So it could be that if I don't have 100 clients or $1,000 of revenue by this date a month in the future, I'm going to try a new way to, try a new type of customer. And I'm going to go back up to the top and essentially try a new specific customer. Or essentially, it could be that I'm going to, take different action. Could be a whole bunch of different things. But again, the main thing is deciding what you're going to do early on in the process, not later on. Then the last is I expect to sell for a multiple of X dollars of gross seller discretionary earnings, or earnings before interest, taxes. What is it? EBITDA is, oh my God, earnings before interest, taxes, interest. Let me look up EBITDA because I feel consciously incompetent right now. Earnings before interest, tax, depreciation, and amortization. My business school professors would not be happy with me. So again, I expect to sell for a multiple of. Typically, tech companies with recurring revenues can sell for a much higher multiple than, let's say, a restaurant. But knowing what you want to sell for and knowing what your exit is early is the important part. Then again, sign, because you want to sign it and essentially commit to yourself, and then the date that you did it. If you've got any questions, feel free to reach out to me. I'd be happy to help you and talk through this, and we can go from there. But again, hope this has value, and if you've got any questions, look forward to hearing from you. Good luck.